Hi guys. So I've been wanting to do a garden tour for the longest time, but we always wanted to make sure that we had all the weeds done, and it looked really beautiful in the garden before we did it. But you know, weeds, they keep growing faster than we can keep up, and we've had a lot of sickness in our house and just trying to get ready for scout camp and all the other stuff that it's got away from me. I really need to harvest our garlic, but I wanted to do our garden tour. Today is June 4th. Today is June 4th, 2023. So let me take you along and show you what's in our garden. And like and subscribe if you like what you see. Okay, so we'll show this bed first. I don't know what the sizes are. Maybe John can put them here. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so right here, I planted a whole bunch of Detroit beets, and I did not thin them well enough. Last year I did them in potato bags, and they didn't have any bulbs. And so I'm like, this year I'm going to put them in my raised bed, and I will thin them. Well, I did thin them, but I didn't know that beet seeds are like 5 to a seed, and so I overly seeded them. When I removed a ton, and this is thinned out. I should have thinned it even more, because what I was going to show you is I pulled one the other day and there was no bulb, but see, you can see right here there's a bulb. So some of them have bulbs, most of them do not. I did plant them too late anyways, because it's getting in the 90s a lot, so I should have planted them a little bit earlier, but we'll know for the fall, you guys. And then marigold, of course, and then I need to start thinning these out. All those right there, they are zinnias. They're cut and come again zinnias. Okay, that's just mulch. I thought it was gonna be frog poop. But this whole bed should have zinnias eventually. I have to replant some of them are dying. Another marigold. Those two are ghost pepper plants. Grayson really wanted them, so we planted them. Maverick accidentally fell on that the other day, so it looks worse than it was. But this is our first year growing those kind of peppers, and I don't know what I'm doing. We're learning, you guys. Okay, and so in my next bed, all right here, we call this the Jesse bed because last year it didn't have anything in it. John created it, and then once he created it, when he created that bed last year, we didn't have it fully with dirt, and I would go and I put all of my scraps in there, so it was just a compost bed, but it helped it so much. It's grown tons of things. Even what Jesse grew last year grew, but he put in these garlic, so let me show you. So there's 4 garlic right there that he planted because I had extra bulbs, and they're doing good. And then there's all these carrots. Yes, they probably should be thinned out more, but I tried a different way than I did last year, so we'll see how it turns out. Then right here I planted 172 white candy onions, I think, from Dixondale Farms, and a lot of them are doing good. Right here, not so good. I need to refertilize them. It's been a while, but the bulbs are starting to poke through on some of them, so I think that's a good sign. It's too moist because we're getting mushrooms, but it's just been raining a lot. It's been raining a lot more this year than it should be. This is a phlox. It's really teeny. I don't know if it's gonna produce too much. We bought them last year, and that's what's came back. This whole bed is new for this year. These are everbearing strawberries. I made a video about how I cut off all the berries and flowers and fertilized it so it can grow. So this fall we can hopefully get a good harvest. It looks like we might get some more strawberries again. They were looking all mutated, but they look good. I'll show you my other strawberry bed in a minute, and this one looks better than my other one did. My other one produced a bag full of strawberries this year. So that's a success to me. Here's another phlox. This one's my best one. Okay, let's go over here. We have a huge swell that we're going to try to terrace off of this fall. John's going to try to build terraces on it. It's a mess up here. Weeds just grow fast, as you know. Okay, so over there where there's a whole bunch of weeds is a grape plant, a grapevine. John, it's not supposed to rain today, I don't think, so John can hopefully get out here and weed once the dew all dries up. But let me show you. I'll walk a little bit more farther. Some volunteer pumpkin seeds from the mulch compost that we did last year. Another volunteer pumpkin seed. I gotta look at this. That flower, is that a pumpkin flower? I don't know if that is a pumpkin or not. Let me know if you know, guys. I haven't let John dig them up because I just want to see what they are. But here is a zucchini plant. We got let's pull this out. I cut my finger last night and ended up in the urgent care, and I can't use my other hand really well. Okay, let's pull that out. Okay, so there's a zucchini, and there's more flowers, and another zucchini over there. 2 more going. One didn't look like it pollinated, dang it. Our male flowers just barely opened. So here's another zucchini plant. Look at the zucchinis on that, you guys. I think it's doing really well. Then we have a third zucchini plant over here. Oh, and we got zucchini on there and some good flowers too. That's good. I just bought this last week. It's a cone flower. I didn't realize how big they get. The pot is too small. We're gonna try to go look for a new pot today. This is my best zucchini plant. Oh, I thought that was a bug for a second. Anyways, there's some zucchini on there right there. But guys, look at these leaves. They are so big. It's crazy. Look at this. Huge. They're just big. It's crazy to me. Marigold, marigold. Sorry, I almost fell. Marigold and marigold. I'm going too fast, I think. Try to slow down. Then our 2 rows of in-ground potatoes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 on this row. And they're all doing really well, we think. They do have I don't know what's on these leaves. But we do have Colorado potato beetles taking them over. And me and John have been coming out here and getting all of them off that we can and all the eggs and stuff. I think they'll do fine. We're supposed to be harvesting these in a week or 2. So, but then this one had 7, this row. But this one didn't come up as well. In a video that I did about the Colorado beetles, I pulled it out if you remember. or if that video hasn't came out yet, you'll see it later. But it came up, the plant came up different than the rest. And I'm like, from last year when we did our potato harvest, I'm like, I bet you there's ants infested in it. Yes, it was infested with ants, you guys. So I pulled it in hopes to make it not go to spread to the other plants. But there's our ingrown potatoes. There was a bunny living under here, but I think we finally got it. There's the other grapevine, and it's already onto the first level, and it's about to go to the second. We probably are going to get a third one and put it right here. We don't know yet, though. And then, this is where we had corn last year, but this year we're trying something different. So we have all our sugar snap peas. I harvested a whole bunch of them, but I don't know if I harvested them too early or what. There was some disease from bugs on them, and I didn't get to harvest, processing them fast enough, and they went moldy. We don't eat a lot of peas in our house, except in a few dishes, but we use up frozen peas. So if you look, they didn't come in well over here, and over here they came in better, but they still have gaps. I thought it was us transplanting them last year. This year the seeds didn't germinate well. We were supposed to harvest these 2 months ago, so we're just gonna let them dry out and turn to seed so we can replant them for the fall. There's a zinnia that I transplanted from the front because they weren't growing well in the front. Then these 4 mounds right here are more zucchinis. They're not taking off well though. I mean, they're starting to grow a little bit, but they're growing really slow. I need to look into if I need to fertilize them, what I can do to help them. We did put compost around them. Then there's this. This is 2 flowers that I put into one, and it's taking off. Doesn't like all the rain though. Then we've had for a few years in our long-term storage some seeds, and so we decided to grow some of our romaine seeds out of it, and they're okay. I need to harvest them and give them to the chickens, but we'll try again in the fall, you guys. These are my squash plants. Holy heck. I'm pretty sure I can harvest this sucker. Why is it green and yellow though? If you know, leave a note in the comments, please. And then this one, oh, I need to come harvest it. It's rotten. Means it didn't get fertilized, right? Oh, it looks like a bunny's been eating off of my plant. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Then my leaves over here are not doing well all of a sudden. I think it's because the grass is taking over so bad. But I have all these squash right here. These plants over here were doing so much better. Now they're not. I don't know what's happening. Do I need to trellis them up? They're on mounds. I don't know what to do. Okay. Do not know what to do. Okay. So then our huge in-ground bed. Let's go over here. Let's actually... So I have 5 big pots. I think that's what I'm going to buy another one of these, transplant the coneflower into. But these are all heritage raspberries, and they look like they're taking off good. I bought them from Gurney's. This one grew from the bottom. I don't know if it's going to ever grow from the top. It looks like there might be actually a bud right there. I don't know why it's growing from the bottom. Oh, this one is too. I guess it's just probably a normal thing. I don't know. A bug was eating them. I haven't seen one in a while, but they look weird. They look like white specks of something, but they're clump on and you have to try to bite them. Okay, these are dianthuses. We replanted them from the front too because they weren't doing good. They were getting too much sun, I think. And they're thriving now. There's another zinnia from the front. I don't remember what these are called. John's gonna add the comment right there. But there's some bug. Oh, it's a baby grasshopper. They're really pretty though. These two were snapdragons, but they don't drain correctly. And it's getting too hot. So we're gonna have to, John's gonna dump them out and see if we can fix them so we can keep using them. 3 more dianthuses. Another flower. We call them cone flowers because they look like cones, but they're not really cone flowers. If you know what they are, leave a comment. Another phlox. This bed is all softneck garlic. California softneck garlic. Me and John just took off all of the mulch on it the other day so it can dry up so we can harvest it. It's ready, you guys. I'm pretty sure. We've harvested a few out of this bed. This bed didn't do as well. This bed I grew tons of other vegetables in last year and it did well. But I think I planted too small of cloves and we didn't know what we were doing. But see, they're all falling over. I need to come out and harvest them. That's why we're doing this video this morning. But there's these garlic too. And then this is my other strawberry bed. Last year I tried herbs and it fell apart. The soil sucked. But these are my June bearing strawberry plants. They went through the freeze just fine. They came back. I have not had time to cut off all this foliage on it. That's another video I need to do, and I need to do it soon. I should have already done it. I would have probably got more strawberries. But, lesson learned. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I can come and remove all the mulch, cut off all the foliage, and I can fertilize them. The bunny's been eating in here. It's been eating my strawberries. And then we have 5 potato bags with more potatoes in them. They each have 2 potato seeds in them. And most of them are doing really good. I'm not watering them anymore, so we can harvest them soon. It's been raining a lot though, so I don't know. Okay. Our in-ground bed. So I'll go by row. On these 2 rows, we planted kidney beans, red kidney beans, and black beans. If you notice right here, there's a few bean pods or plants. That's all we got. Nothing else came up. So we have gone, John just weeded all the rows, but we need to weed them again. He couldn't weed this one actually because it was too wet, but he needs to do it again. So on the other, if you split it in half, on that half, he planted Hobbit sunflowers. A few of them are coming up, but not many. From the other half, from where this bed ends over to here, I planted zinnias in the ground too. And they are coming up. But I need to get the weeds done or we're going to be screwed. Because look at this. It's getting taken over by grass. These tomatillos are getting eaten by something. They never were healthy when I got them from the nursery. And I had to actually replace 3 just barely, and those ones are doing really good. I think it's too wet for me to step in here. Let's do it anyways. I need mulch in between, but that's another process. So all these are skyscraper sunflowers. They should get 12 to 15 feet. I'm hoping it does not have too much shade, because you can already see the shade. John doesn't think so. I think so. We'll see. It's a learning experiment, right? Okay, and then there's nothing right here. John's gonna plant the rest of my jalapeno plants, because when we went to the nursery, we bought 15 jalapeno plants. And if you see, we bought 15 jalapeno plants. Are these jalapenos? I need to come and trim them off too and fertilize them. They're banana peppers, you guys. And I didn't want banana peppers this year, so anyways, we planted, this is a cayenne. Cayenne. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cayenne plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 banana pepper plants. A bean seed that transferred over here somehow, and it's not a bush like it's supposed to be. It's vining. I don't recommend buying seeds off Amazon, you guys. I've tried several different small businesses, and they're always not what they say they are. I'm not having any luck. If you have, let me know what companies on there I should use. But anyways, so we bought some jalapeno plants, and when he planted them, they were twice that size. He planted them too deep, I think, but we'll roll with it. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 5 more in the front. So we'll have 10 jalapeno plants, and then this row, 2, 3, 4, 5 over, are all of Grace John's popcorn corn. We're hopefully going to grow popcorn and some corn and have popcorn. Though he burnt some of it with fertilizing too close. It looks like the bunny is getting in here and eating some of the corn. We've tried like bunny deterrent. We have a trap. I don't know what else to do. If you know, let me know. Okay, then let me come back because I'm sinking. I'm worried about snakes. Been having snake issues lately. So, marigold, some marigolds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bell peppers. All those right here that aren't staked are bell pepper plants, and it looks like we have a bell pepper growing. I need to pull it off. It's too small. It needs to be growing. I know I'm supposed to on the tomatoes. I don't know what I'm going to do. John just barely put the stakes on a couple weeks ago. He just started tying them up last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 36 tomato plants. Some Aroma, some are Champion, beefsteak. We have our Sweet 100. It's right here. Over right there, we have some black cherries. You can tell those are Aromas. Aroma. So Aroma's right there, and then our other slicing tomatoes right here, and then my cherry tomatoes on that row. But they're starting to finally grow. I desperately need to come out here and trim. Some of the leaves are on the ground, and I know that's a big no-no, and every time I try to come out, it starts raining. So there's rain in the forecast all week. And I'm not complaining about rain. We went through a huge dry spell last year, and it was not good for our garden. So I love it. need to get out here so I can have better growth on my tomatoes. So anyways, you guys, that's our garden tour for June 2023. Like I said, it's the 4th, right? Yep, it's June 4th, and we're still going to take you around on the venture. Things are just getting more busy in the gardening season. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!